Hi YouTube, it's been a while. I think actually it's been about 4 months since I filmed a video, and yes, it's been quite a long time. So you might notice that my background is different. That's because I have moved, and I've actually gone through quite a lot of changes in the last 4 months. I was very busy and just going through a lot emotionally. I got divorced and moved in that time, and there was just really not any time or like emotional energy to get behind a camera during that time. And I still feel kind of weird getting behind the camera because I'm not in my regular place and everything feels weird. You know, just everything's different. I just wanted to jump back in here and say that the cats are both with me, by the way, and they're both seeming to be very happy. They adjusted pretty quickly. They miss having, you know, 1,000 square feet to run around in. Now they only have like 100, but I am trying to leash train them so I can exercise them out on there's quite a large deck here, so once in a while I can take them out there. And Leia has actually been in this like cat backpack thing, like a front pack that I take her on little walks in the woods with. Maybe I'll film that in a video at some point, but I just wanted to show you that they're okay. There's Luke. And, ooh, that's actually another book that I'm gonna start soon. And here's Leia. Say hi, Leia. Just like, get out of my face. Oh. I've been so thankful to have the cats here with me, and obviously like they're my babies, so they would of course always come with me, but you know, going through something this difficult, I've been really sad lately, you know, obviously, and it's not what I wanted this video to be about, but I just wanted to say that I'm really grateful for my cats. Alright, back to the video. So, in the last 4 months, I have of course acquired quite a few books. Well, I actually got rid of like 150 books in a huge clear out before I had to move, because the place that I now live is about 130 square feet. I know it's teeny tiny. The room that I live in with the cats is kind of like the size of some people's walk-in closets, and there's actually no closet in here, so I had to get rid of most of my clothes too. Everything had to fit in my little dresser. But it's okay, it's sometimes good to clear things out, to really pare down and simplify. However, books, of course, as you can see behind me, are kind of a non-negotiable, so I still have quite a few, and I'm also constantly acquiring new ones and sort of filtering out the old ones that I just feel nothing for anymore. And I have giant stacks that I'm looking at on the floor of ARCs that I need to go through and give away and such. But these bookshelves here, I was so happy to be able to fit these at least, and they're basically taking up like half the room. But priorities, I don't really know which ones I'm going to talk about today, even before I turned on the camera. But yeah, I know that I have a lot of books to share with you, and I probably will split these up into 2 videos because there's so many. And I'll show you a couple of the books that I've acquired recently. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen some of these that I've posted. I have been posting a lot on Instagram during the last 4 months. I love posting there. This one has a really beautiful naked cover. I'll show you under this. This is Star Wars Leia, Princess of Alderaan by Claudia Gray. I actually have never read any of the Star Wars book, like any Star Wars book, but I'm a huge fan of the movies, and obviously my cats' names are Luca and Leia, so I am a fan. And with this one called Leia, I just could not resist. Even if I don't enjoy the story, I love having this book in my collection, and I will show you the cover. Isn't that so cool? And sorry about the lighting in here, obviously all my lighting is different and I'm still trying to figure out where to film, really, and what time of day the lighting is good in here. This book just came out literally a few days ago, I think on April 17th, and this was sent to me by the publisher DAW, and it's from Unseen Fire by Cass Morris, and this is an adult fantasy, the first in an epic fantasy trilogy, I believe, and I'm really excited about this one. Not only is the cover super pretty. From what I can tell, this is a historical fantasy based on some ancient Roman history, but also intertwined with a lot of elemental magic. For me, that sounds pretty fantastic, and I can't wait to get to this one. Ace Books recently sent me a new release. This is the second book in the Ancestor trilogy, Grey Sister by Mark Lawrence, and they also sent me the first one a while ago when it came out, this one, Red Sister here, and I haven't read this one yet, so obviously I can't read this one yet, but I'm really excited to get to both of these, and they sound very, well, not even sound, they look bloody and very violent, but all I know about this is that there is some sort of like nunnery convent type thing where they actually train assassins. They like take in young orphaned girls and train them to be assassins. Recently, Rick Riordan started a imprint with Disney, which I think is amazing, and one of their first, if not the first book published in this imprint is by one of my all-time favorite authors, Roshani Chokshi, and look at this gorgeous cover, Aru Shah and the End of Time. I'm super excited to get to this. This one just came out recently, and yeah, they started a whole new imprint, and they sent me a couple of arcs actually from upcoming ones later in the year, which I'll show you in a second. This one has a beautiful purple cover inside, and this is middle grade, I believe, but anything that Roshani Chokshi writes I have to read because her language is so beautiful. So these are a few arcs by, or within that same imprint that are coming out later this year. The Storm Runner by J.C. Cervantes, sorry if I said that wrong, and this one, Dragon Pearl by Yoon Ha Lee. Both of those look excellent. So this is a middle grade imprint for, I think, just middle grade fantasy. This is a somewhat new release by Orbit Books, and I think this was just published in paperback, not hardcover. This is book one in the Unraveled Kingdom. It's called Torn by Rowena Miller, and this one sounded really intriguing to me. This is adult fantasy, I believe. It is about this seamstress, basically, who weaves magic into all the things that she sews. And just that concept alone, it kind of seems like it's based on some sort of really ancient fairy tale, although I'm not sure if it is, but I just really like the sound of that. And it's the first in a new series, so if I really like it, there'll be more to read, which is always really exciting, and yes, intriguing. I also recently acquired a beautiful copy of The Poppy War, which is, I believe, out this month. I'll insert down below when it's released. Maybe it's coming out in May? I'm not sure. In any case, thank you to Jillian over at HarperCollins for getting me a copy of this. I'm very excited. This is an adult fantasy, and look at this beautiful artwork, first of all, on this cover. And I'm really excited to be collecting a few more light colored, like white books, because my shelves are very dark, mostly, as you can see, and I'm trying to kind of start a shelf of like white books over there. I would love to have more of a rainbow shelf, but that just hasn't happened yet. Anyway, this one is blurbed on the back by Julie C. Dow, which is the author of The Forest of a Thousand Lanterns, which I really enjoyed last year, and she says, "A thrilling, action-packed fantasy of gods and mythology, the ambitious heroine's rise from poverty to ruthless military commander makes for a gripping read, and I eagerly await the next installment." So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. It looks like it's going to be really fast-paced and include a lot of... This one smells really good, too. My camera is already dying, so I'm gonna hurry up here and then include all the other ones that I have missed today in another video perhaps, but I just wanted to mention this one really quickly. I bought this one right as soon as it came out because look at this gorgeous cover. I read the arc of this many months ago and really enjoyed it, so figured I would get myself the hardcover because this cover, man, I mean, it's so cool. I don't know if you can really see, but it's very iridescent, like rainbowy all through here. And this one I really enjoyed because this is a young adult fantasy, and it's about these three sisters, and they work as perfumers, which I just really relate to because in my other life I am a perfumer. And this takes place in Sparrow, Oregon, a really rainy, unique town, and I don't want to spoil anything for you, so I'm not going to say too much, but the story kind of goes back and forth between 1822 and present time. That's all I'm gonna say, and it's very like witchy vibes. If you like practical magic and hocus pocus and things like that, then you'll probably love this. And I did some photos on Instagram to showcase this, but you guys look. Look at that. Isn't that the prettiest naked cover you've ever seen? I think so. Alright, well that's all for now. Just some books that I've acquired recently. And I know there's another giant stack that I could share with you guys, but perhaps I'll wait for another video. I probably am not going to be able to film very much because of where I'm living. I'm staying with family, like I said, in this tiny room, and most of the time Like, I work from home and they work from home, and so basically they're usually only like 10 feet away right outside my door, and I can't really be like blabbering into a video camera, you know, when the mood strikes me. Maybe I'll try to do some videos outside because there are some pretty trails around here. I don't know, I'll have to experiment, but probably won't have regular videos, although I will try because I really miss uploading videos. But I just wanted to check in and say hi to you guys and show you some books that are coming out soon and things like that. So yeah, I hope you are all well, and I will try to film again soon. And I hope you are all having a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye!